right, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's about 50 minutes here before the daily close, and obviously we had some rather interesting price action happen here over the last 12 hours with XRP. If you come out here to the daily, you will see that we came back down to retest that $3 area. That was a little bit of a surprise. I thought we were in a leading diagonal. Clearly the price action was showing something odd because of the overlap here of what should have been the impulsive wave 4 with wave 1. But I still thought that we were in a leading diagonal. We still can be. It just looks like it could be a bigger leading diagonal if we hold here above $3. So, obviously this opens the question of if you are trading with any amount of high leverage, this is where hopefully you're learning some valuable lessons about setting stop losses. For example, if you got in down here at 310 and you were riding this trade up and then we had this massive correction, hopefully you had a stop loss at your break-even price, or maybe at a couple of percentage points lower. Maybe you lost a little bit on the trade. You're going to lose money in trading. That's just going to happen. Anybody that thinks that a trader is right 100% of the time is either delusional or lying. Traders lose all the time. Traders are wrong about the market. The biggest issue or the biggest key to being a successful trader is a simple sentence: minimize your losses, maximize your gains. And of course, the way that you minimize your losses is trading with a stop loss and knowing when to take a loss, not riding the loss lower, trying to add to the capital, trying to add more and more money because you're sure it's going to hold in a certain spot, and then it goes well beyond that and you end up getting liquidated. And rather than losing maybe $500 or $1,000, you lose $10,000. Yeah, those days are not good learning days. If you do one or two of those, you're going to learn really quick to just go ahead and take the $500 or $1,000 loss. So yeah, clearly we had chaos in the markets early this morning with Bitcoin and really throughout the entire market. So here's the thing I'm watching for on the daily. We're closing here in about 47 minutes. What I would love to see is a daily close above this trend line here, which would put it roughly at about 311. Maybe to be safe, 312 or 311.50. So I'd love to see this daily candle close above here, above that trend line. That would be encouraging. That would tell me that, we have some bullish signs of strength coming into the market. Don't misunderstand. We can still be bullish here, but I am definitely watching for a reclaim up in this area above 311, 312, actually above 314 is where I want to start seeing price acceptance. What I'm guessing will happen, let me just get a tool here, this path tool. What I'd love to see happen is for us to come up here. We're going to probably find resistance the first time on those MAs. We come back here one more time, retest the trend line, and then we're off to the races, right? That's what I would love to see happen. The question is will that happen? So we don't know. That's the beauty of trading, is you just don't know. You trade. What are the most likely scenarios? Yesterday I did not see the scenario of us coming back below the trend line and basically retesting 3. I thought that the retest, the attempt of 3 was here at 310. We couldn't drive price lower, so we came up. But of course, I stand corrected. So that's the thing about trading, is you're not right all the time. So this clearly was a wider correction pattern. What I thought was a WXYWZ or whatever I said the other day. You can look at the video. I'm tired. I'm sorry. It's been a long day for me with work. But what happened is we did the typical ABC. It was just on a larger pattern. So this was our B wave, right? So we've just had a lot of chop over the last several days since the SEC Ripple appeal withdrawal. And that's our ABC. Let's hope. If not, it's like I told my trading group, which is free, by the way, on X. It's like I told them. If we start to have price acceptance lower here and we come down to 250, this area here, then really what I'm going to be looking for is any bounce back up to 3, and I'm going to sell. I'm going to actually take some profit on some spot bags as well, because it's just too late in the cycle, and it just would not make sense for us to come back down this low, in my opinion, and us to then continue higher. That's just very, very unlikely. I just think that draws out the cycle that we're in way, way too far. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on XRP. Bitcoin really didn't dump as bad as the rest of the market in theory. But what I'm seeing here on Bitcoin is 5 waves complete for wave 1. So 1 off the bottom, 2, 3, 4. This was your 5th. And now we had, hopefully a quick wave 2. Let's see where that was on the fibs. Typically, Bitcoin loves the 50 or the 618 in a bull market. Actually, it loves even shallower waves than that. But yeah, so we're getting a reaction off the 50, which is expected. So this is probably the end of wave 1. Here's what I don't like about it. All right, you want to see what I don't like about Bitcoin? I bet you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a fib level from the old high at 123.218. I'm going to draw it down. I'm going to pull it off the pivot of that 112 price. And look what we didn't do, boys and girls. First of all, we did not capture the 1272, which we really needed to do. Impulsive wave 1s coming off of the larger move, you want to always see that wick the 1272. But what we didn't do is we didn't wick the 1.113, which might sound familiar. Remember XRP back several weeks ago now? What did XRP do? Let's see. Oh, yeah. XRP didn't capture the 113 either. So the question you have to ask yourselves is actually XRP the one leading the market, since Bitcoin just did that move and we front ran it? Here's what I think this means. The bots are getting smart. They're learning off of you and me. And the bots responsible for this dump this morning were none other than Aladdin. You can Google or chat GPT the word Aladdin and trading bot algorithm and find out more about them. But yeah, they've been here a long time. Don't deceive yourself into thinking that they're not already here. So that's my opinion, of course. But yeah, that's what we're looking at here for XRP, Bitcoin, the rest of the market. Of course, the Bitcoin dominance, again, this is kind of a bear flag. I think we're going to roll over here on dominance and start dropping to 58. And hopefully that's going to coincide with a recovery on the altcoin market. So yeah, I think XRP needs to hold here. It's very, very, very crucial. If you look here on the 4-hour, we're holding the 4-hour 200 EMA. If you come out here the 12-hour, it would be nice, really nice, XRP, to close the 12-hour above 311.50, 312. Same thing for the daily. So, tomorrow is Friday, and we're going into a weekend again, into a weekly close. We really need to have this weekly close be green. We can't close this weekly like this. It's just going to look ugly, and it's going to open up larger questions of what we're doing here on the short to midterm. So yeah, I really don't think we can come back to 250 and remain bullish in our outlook. That would start to raise bigger questions of, is this more corrective? And yeah, we'll just have to cross that bridge when we get to it. We can't really predict what the markets are going to do. We can give you best guesses, probabilistic outcomes based on previous price action history compared with the rest of the market. But anyway, hope that's helpful for you. I'm going to make another video here in a few moments on the cryptocurrency called Proppy. Someone asked me to do this earlier today, so I'm going to be doing an analysis on Proppy as well. So watch for that video here to drop soon, and everybody have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.